Let's talk World Cup again now. One of the big success stories of the tournament already is Peru. It's been a bumpy ride for them getting to Russia, especially for their captain, Paulo Guerrera. He was set to miss the World Cup after testing positive for cocaine, which he says happened from drinking contaminated herbal tea. Well, after a lengthy appeals process, he will lead his team out on Saturday in what is their first finals since 1982. Michael Krumholtz is a sports journalist who covers South American football. He tells me Guerrera's return is a huge boost for Peru.
Paulo Guerrero is much more than just the captain of Peru, much more than just the leading goal scorer for Peru. He is the face of Peruvian football. So obviously it's big momentum and much deserved, the Swiss tribunal overturning what would have been an unfair 14-month suspension from the Court of Arbitration of Sport for what is now maybe the most infamous cup of mate de coca, the coca leaf tea traditionally drank there in Peru. For Guerrero, at 34, this is likely his last and only shot at a World Cup. Obviously, this is the first time that Peru has been in the tournament since 1982. So with Guerrero on the field, that is their heart and soul. It's cliche, but it's true. Everyone will be looking to him, and I think he's ready to respond.
What about Costa Rica? They reached the quarterfinals at Brazil 2014. Are they going with similar expectations or even higher ones?
So maybe the players would tell you that they have similar expectations. I think the players are saying all the right things. But I think even the most diehard fans in Costa Rica would tell you that they know lightning doesn't strike twice. They know what they are as they're not a football power. Certainly this is the golden generation for Costa Rica. You have names like Keylor Navas, Brian Ruiz, Celso Borges, and lifted them to the country's best ever heights in 2014 in Brazil. I just think right now it's a struggle for Costa Rica anyways on offense, but you look at this roster of the guys coming in, and it is a lot of the same starters. I think 9 or 10 of the same starters of those who got to the quarterfinals in Brazil. But you just don't really see that many guys in form right now. Brian Ruiz had a very strange season at Sporting in Portugal. There were public feuds between the ownership and players. Joel Campbell has been injured since last summer, just getting back into the thick of things now. Same with Christian Bolaños. Bolaños was huge for Costa Rica in qualifying. They're rushing him back in now. I think just played his first friendly against Belgium when Belgium walloped Costa Rica 4-1 last week. So it's not the most optimistic of times, I think, in Costa Rica.
Colombia also got to the quarterfinals in Brazil 2014. They really became a lot of people's second team there, didn't they? Are expectations higher for them this time round?
With Colombia, I think you would look at it on paper and say this team is actually more talented than they were in 2014. Obviously, you have the addition of Radamel Falcao, Colombia's captain and all-time leading goal scorer. That should pay huge dividends as Falcao deservedly gets his first World Cup action. But still, you have to wonder. It's strange because now you have all these offensive talents in place with Falcao, James, Juan Cuadrado, certainly some others like Miguel Borja, Luis Moria, a ton of names. But you're wondering where are the goals going to come from, or why aren't there goals in 18 qualifying games? Just 21 goals for the Colombian side. I think that's a huge worry. So certainly on paper, you like the talent, but I think once it gets out of the field, there are still some kinks that Jose Pekerman has to work out. And it's a very even group with Poland and Senegal. It wouldn't surprise me if either of those teams got in past Colombia. It also wouldn't surprise me if Colombia finished first in the group.
Well, we're about